want to talk about the difference between PTSD anxiety and generalized anxiety disorder anxiety. Both PTSD and generalized anxiety disorder are classified as anxiety disorders in the DSM 5, and people with both disorders might experience anxiety on a daily basis. The difference is that people with PTSD experience anxiety related to the trauma that they went through, while people with generalized anxiety disorder experience anxiety about a wide range of stuff. As someone with PTSD, I experience anxiety on a daily basis, but it is usually completely related to my trauma. For example, I might have anxiety about going to the grocery store, but the reason that I'm anxious about going to the grocery store, besides from autism reasons, is because of the fact that I am scared of running into my abuser when I go into the grocery store, even though the chances of running into him are extremely low. Just even that probability makes me very anxious. I'm anxious about hearing his name. If somebody else has his name and somebody says his name in the store, I'm nervous about seeing somebody with any type of characteristic that my abuser might have because it will remind me of him and could cause a flashback. So for example, I'm scared of seeing somebody with a beard that looks the same as my abuser. Somebody with generalized anxiety disorder might be nervous about going into a grocery store, but it's not related to trauma. It's what if this bad thing happens, what if that bad thing happens, but it's about a wide range of things. It might be nervous about how they sound, what if I misspeak, what if I accidentally bump into somebody, what if I buy the wrong thing, things of that nature, what if I don't have the money to buy the things that I want, but it's not stuff related to trauma. I also might experience anxiety on a daily basis, but again, it's related to the trauma. If I'm about to read a book or I'm about to watch a movie, I need to see a list of all the characters or the cast list to make sure that nobody has my abuser's name. And if they do, I need to either be prepared or not watch it if I can't handle it that day, or I need to make sure that none of the characters look too similar to my abuser, or that there's not topics that might trigger me, such as SA. I might get nervous during a certain time of the day, for example, the time of the day that I would come home from school, because that was often the time of the day that abuse would happen, or I might get nervous at nighttime because that was another time of the day that abuse might happen. So certain times of the day that the trauma happened, I'll get nervous, or I'll get nervous about taking a shower because I have trauma related to taking a shower, so I'm nervous that the trauma is going to happen again. Somebody with generalized anxiety disorder might be nervous on a daily basis, but it's about completely different things. It might be things like bills, or oh, what if I did this wrong? What if this person doesn't like me? Or just a wide range of different topics, but it's usually not related to a traumatic event, while with PTSD, it's related to the trauma. Another example is while watching a movie, I might start getting flash images of my abuser's face, even if I'm not thinking about the trauma. So I don't have to be thinking about my abuser. I can be sitting there thinking about the movie I'm watching, and all of a sudden my abuser's face can just keep popping up, or I'll keep having thoughts about his name just repeated over and over again, or keep hearing his voice of something that he said to me. And again, I don't have to be thinking about it for that to happen. Somebody with generalized anxiety disorder might get anxious while watching a movie, but it'll be about things like, oh, what if this goes wrong tomorrow? What if my appointment goes bad tomorrow? What if I get bad test results from the doctor? What if this? What if that? While mine specifically getting anxious about things that are related to my trauma. Flashbacks are also completely different than anxiety attacks or panic attacks that somebody with generalized anxiety disorder or panic disorder might experience. A flashback is when you feel in some type of way like the event is happening again, the trauma you went through is happening again. You might smell something and it smells very similar to what you went through before, or you might feel like it's happening again, or like I said, you might keep seeing images of the trauma happening again. While a panic attack and anxiety attack is completely different, both internally, and it looks a bit different externally as well. It's also important to know the difference between the two, because the treatment for the two can be completely different. What treats PTSD might not treat generalized anxiety disorder, and vice versa.